Now, where does the demo nuts come in at? Right? This is where the demo nuts come in at, brother. The Democrats. Brothers and sisters. They made an entire economy off of keeping our people on the bottom, oppressed. So understand how this works. We're about to go into the scriptures on this. But the demo nuts, those politicians and the Democrats have a special position politically. Their position is to keep our people, Judah, permanently entrenched on the bottom. And it's incentivized. How is it incentivized? Through the American budgets. Right? If there's crime, if there's mental illness, if there's death, if there's anything that's going on in our community that justify the funding that's allocated to Democrats for those particular issues. So if there's no crime, then they can't show the numbers for criminality, then it doesn't justify what they're asking for through what? The quarterly budgets. So here's an example. If you have a permanent nonprofit NGO, non-government organization for battered women, but you can't show anyone that women are actually getting abused, then the government will just cut that and allocate that money somewhere else. See? So the Democrats will be like, well, okay, we have to cause strife between the man and the woman in the neighborhood so that the abuse numbers can go up that can justify the money that's allocated to us. They don't care about the woman that's getting abused. They care about their funding being taken away. See? So when it comes to criminality and all these things, there's a corporate structure on how money is allocated to our communities through them. Based on what? Based on the problems they claim they're there to solve. But they are there to create the problem, to justify the financial allocation that goes to white liberals. So why do you think they're up in arms? The last 30 days since Trump, not that I justify what Trump doing with the troops, because I know those troops are really there for something else. But all in all, not one of our people have been murdered since Trump rolled out the troops in Washington, D.C. Now, you would think that the Democrats would say, oh, this is wonderful. We've been trying to solve this for years. Right?
This criminal mystery, right?
Yeah. You would think like, man, we've been trying to solve this for years. Not one murder in D.C. within the last couple of weeks. Why are the Democrats going crazy? Because if there's no murders in the quotas every quarter, then it doesn't, now what? There's no justification to pay their NGOs. There's private countries, they're private companies that's allowing them to get these jets, offshore homes, become multi-millionaires, funneling taxpayer money into private NGOs. Now, I'm going to ramp this up on the next level. The world economy runs on the lost tribes of Israel being entrenched permanently on the bottom to serve all races of people. The GDPs of every country is predicated on this. Why do you think Africa can never grow to a certain extent and stay third world? Need y'all to think about that. And the other nations are complicit with it. Why? Folks, our awakening has disturbed the whole earth. The whole earth's economy. Everything you see in the world going on geopolitically and where people are losing their stuff is because God has awakened his people. And they're nervous concerning their positions on earth now that we know the truth. Now I'm going to show you in the Bible real quick how this works, right? Let me show you. If you can real quick, right? Now I'm going to show you what happens when Judah began to wake up in the United States. Right? This is what happens, brothers and sisters. This is what happens. Now remember, our brother Malcolm told us this, right? Remember Malcolm told us this?
It is usually if you study the structure of the Negro community, economically, politically, civically, psychologically, and otherwise, it's controlled by the white liberal, who usually poses as the friend of the Negro.
On the other hand, I think one could point to a large number of whites who have struggled for civil rights, for equality, and have got little or nothing out of it, other than quite a few bruises.
Give me an example.
Well, the large number of white students who have gone into the South, for example, working for SNCC and other organizations.
Not working for SNCC or other organizations, but working for the white political machines who benefit by the voting efforts of Negroes.
Okay.
He said what? Listen to what it says.
Who
benefits?
Machines who benefit.
The white political structure benefits by what?
By the voting efforts of Negroes.
Okay.
By the voting efforts of Judah. They call us the Negro, but they know we're Judah. So when they say get out and vote, get out and vote, get out and vote, it's not to benefit us. To use the deprivation and the destruction they cause. Understand, folks, they cause the destruction in our communities and make it where we don't advance to justify the money funneled to them to fix the issues that they've actually created. Right? So they don't care about black lives if it doesn't financially benefit them. The Bible. Is it hard to understand?
When it comes to reading the Bible, the first thing that comes to mind is the fact that this is the Word of God.
The seals have been broken, and the truth is here.
And when we go throughout the scriptures, when we go throughout extra biblical records, we find that the language that God employed, that He used to create the heavens and the earth, was the Hebrew language.
Christ said, I came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. But yet no one, no religious leader, no religious church out there anywhere can now identify the 12 tribes of Israel. Can we? God is quite simple, but it seems as if man makes understanding him hard.
What are those mysteries?
The truth of your book. And the truth will make you free. The Hebrew and Bible Academy, you're invited.